Joe here at the show, he always goes at night. I could never go at night. He goes at like 9, 10 o'clock. He'll send me pictures from the gym. He's burning like 1,000 calories. And I'm like, cuckoo, have a cocktail. It really does make a difference, guys. So whenever you can fit it in, a little cardio goes a whole long way up here, right?
Yeah, for your brain, definitely.
Thank you so much to my gracious co-host, Bob Harper. We'll see you when we see everybody. Bye-bye.
Coming up next on News Channel 5 at noon, the Army Corps calling in help to get the barge out of the Fort Pierce Inlet. And hear what a Florida woman did to her ex because he supposedly cheated on her. We're back in just 30 seconds with local coverage you can count on.
Presents how to use the Greek gods to update your deck.
Wow, I can't believe you did this deck yourself.
Well, me, Lowe's, and Zeus and Apollo.
Now get 10% off in-stock composite decking at Lowe's.
Need a new mattress? Come to El Dorado and shop Florida's largest mattress selection.
Right now on News Channel 5.
Right now, the Coast Guard is updating us on the sunken barge situation that has shut down the Fort Pierce Inlet. The Army Corps of Engineers has hired an international marine salvage firm to remove it as quickly as possible. The Coast Guard says it is too early to say when that inlet will reopen. Boaters, in the meantime, are being diverted 20 miles north or south to other ocean inlets. A 100-foot by 40-foot barge broke up and sank on Tuesday. A man who lived on it in a cabin drowned. Local officers are wanting you to be more aware when your mail is delivered. Your identity, it could be at risk. In fact, a Port St. Lucie family learned the lesson the hard way. Thieves stole their identity straight from their mailbox. To find out who was responsible, the family set up a camera on their mailbox. In the video, you can see the mailman there delivering mail to that home in Port St. Lucie. Then about a minute later, you see a blue car just pull up and steal the mail straight out of the box. Detectives believe the thieves used the mail to activate a debit card in the family's name and say they charged $7,000 to the card and charged another $4,000 several days later. Police are asking residents to be alert during mail drop and report any suspicious vehicles in your neighborhood. Happening right now, crews are trying to figure out what to do after a large depression formed today in St. Petersburg following a water main leak, causing part of a church there to collapse. We are told no one was inside when it caved in. Efforts, though, are going on to stabilize the hole, which is about 30 feet deep, and assess the building's structural integrity. A big concern, too, is the fact that the building is attached to several other buildings in that area. It is the big day, the first round of the Honda Classic, and many headed out to the golf course today. They're wondering, too, if they'll need an umbrella later. Maybe some of you are getting ready to go. Lisa, can you tell us what the weather is going to be like for the rest of the day, the next couple hours?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so certainly take your umbrella this afternoon because we already have some rainfall moving through the Treasure Coast, also in South County right now. And this is the deal. We've got a front that's moving through. It's not really going to bring us a whole lot of cold air, but it is bringing us some showers and possibly a thunderstorm later on this afternoon. So right now, some rainfall moving through Okeechobee. So you want to look to the north and to the west. That's where the rainfall is going to come from today. That is a front. It's bringing us it's going to bring us a drop in temperatures by tomorrow, but not a whole lot. Right now, we've got a lot of clouds outside and temperatures. Look at this, 80 in West Palm, 71 in Vero. I'll walk you through hour by hour and let you know when you can expect to need that umbrella coming up.
Let's talk about the Honda Classic once again. It is the busiest day yet. Thousands of people, they're taking in the first round, and our very own News Channel 5's Chris Stewart, he is live at PGA National with a look at how you can watch the action. Hey, Chris.
Well, Holly, we're right by the driving range right now. I want you to take a look out and see how many people have gathered here today at the Honda Classic. Some of the people here have been here since before the sun came up. Many of them excited to spend the weekend with a front row seat to the best names in golf. This is how Inez and Bob McClary are spending their mornings this week. side by side on the third green.
We are almost always right here.
Their favorite way to watch the Honda Classic is sitting back and letting it come to them.
We tend to try to relax all the time.
Front row seats that can even get too close to the game.
I almost got hit in the head with Keegan Bradley's ball.
So he tried to protect you, though.
Oh, he was.
Absolutely.
He was my knight in shining armor.
That's good, because if it wasn't, you would have been in trouble.
You learn after 50 years of marriage.
You won't find Gil McNally on the course too much. He's one of the first through the gate to get his favorite spot, not at a hole, but at the driving range.
On the golf course, when you're fighting the crowds, a lot of times you get a good advantage of seeing the guys' swings, and you're here, they're right in front of you.
Thousands will follow the Honda Classic step by step. Whether at the range or on the course, this tournament is the chance to see the world's best just feet away.
I saw Keegan Bradley today. I'm happy. I saw Padraig Harrington. I got my program. I'm going to see who comes.
Some of the big names in this tournament tee off this afternoon. One of the more popular groups expected to be Palm Beach Gardens resident, one of the big names on tour, Rory McIlroy, and he's playing with Dustin Johnson and Wellington native Brooks Koepka. They tee off at 12:45. We're live at PGA National. Chris Stewart, WPTV News Channel 5.
If you can't make it to the Honda Classic, don't worry, we have you covered. Keep up with each day of the tournament as we take pictures throughout the event. You can find the web gallery on the main page of WPTV.com. Organizers released the lineup for this year's 33rd annual Sunfest. Among some of the big names, Fall Out Boy, Pixies, Lenny Kravitz, Paramore, Hozier, Cascade, Boston, and so many more. In fact, we have the whole list on our WPTV app, so make sure you have that. The music festival runs in downtown West Palm from April 29th to May 3rd. Right now, detectives in Indian River County, they are trying to track down a bank robber. They've given us this video of that robbery earlier this month. This was at the Wells Fargo on 58th Avenue. You can see the suspect right there in the blue sweater. So far, police have determined he went into another bank before this, but left very quickly. If you recognize him or know anything about this, call Treasure Coast Crime Stoppers. Fort Pierce police are looking for a man they say attacked a woman Tuesday night when she was walking to her car. This is at a park on Avenue M. Police say the woman considered the man an acquaintance. They say he grabbed her, raped her, then she drove herself to the hospital. Police say the man had gold-bottom teeth. He was wearing a diamond earring in his left ear. He has a goatee and was wearing a T-shirt that said, "Check my swag." Now to a developing story. The identity of the masked executioner clutching a knife in ISIS beheading propaganda videos has been released. A U.S. intelligence official confirmed to NBC News today a London man named Mohammed Emwazi is the person known as Jihadi John in those ISIS videos. It is also reported that Emwazi traveled to Syria in 2012, where he joined ISIS. The agency that keeps Americans safe from terrorists like that is about to shut down. It is still possible, though, the Senate could vote before the day is over on a funding bill to keep Homeland Security running, but lawmakers in the House would also have to sign off. House Republicans say they will only fund Homeland if President Obama drops his bid to allow 5 million undocumented immigrants to avoid deportation. Senate Democrats now say they will support a clean bill that doesn't deal with immigration, and they expect House Republicans to do the same. Right now, nearly 24 passengers and a bus driver, look at this, they were taken to the hospital. A Metro bus crashed into a building this morning. This accident happening along 36th Street and Northwest 17th Avenue. Witnesses say the bus driver swerved to avoid an SUV in the middle of the street. The driver of the SUV reportedly ran into a tree. A Broward County woman, here she is in jail this midday. Police say she got someone to rob her ex-boyfriend for cheating on her. They say Sarah Matherly lured her ex into a home in Hollywood where a group of men robbed him. One of the men reportedly put a gun to his head. Police also say the woman threatened he'd get robbed again if he didn't give her cash. The 22-year-old is being held on $7,500 bond. Still ahead on News Channel 5 at noon. It is 12,000 square feet and it's missing. Find out how police say this just suddenly vanished right out of the ground. Plus, new details on that sunken barge in Fort Pierce and the steps the Army Corps of Engineers is taking to remove it. We're back in just 60 seconds with more local coverage.
At La Mesa RV, we have the right RV at the right price right now.
Like this new Heartland Elkridge Express, discounted to just $187 per month. Massive selection, everyday low prices, only at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
Keeping West Palm safe is a 24/7 job. Mayor Jerry Moyo gets that.
Thanks to the mayor, the police will have state-of-the-art technology which will improve their response times.
And the county's top emergency response center to meet any crisis head-on.
And when it comes to protecting our neighborhoods and our water from runaway growth,
Jerry Moyo doesn't mess around.
Protecting the city is a full-time job, and I'm a full-time mayor.
Mayor Jerry Moyo. She works for us.
At La Mesa RV, we have the right RV at the right price right now.
Like this new Fleetwood Discovery diesel pusher, discounted over $99,000. Massive selection, everyday low prices, only at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
Covering America, it is official. Recreational marijuana is now legal in the nation's capital. Adults 21 and over, they can have 2 ounces or less. They can also grow up to 6 marijuana plants at a primary residence. Now, by implementing the law, Washington's mayor defied 2 influential House Republicans who warned she'd be breaking federal law and risking retribution. D.C. voters overwhelmingly approved the marijuana initiative, though, last November. All right, so this right here is just plain strange. Deputies in Oregon, they are investigating the disappearance of a house. It's true, the entire thing has been stolen. During a press conference, the sheriff confirmed the 1,200 square foot home that sat along the river, it vanished. It wasn't a motorhome, not a mobile home either. He said, in fact, it was just taken right off the foundation. Officials say no one was living inside at the time, but they have notified the owner. Would you like to live or work in a building shaped like, check this out, well, you can't see it right here, but it's shaped like a tornado? An architectural firm in Oklahoma, they came up with the idea for a tornado-shaped tower for downtown Tulsa. It would be for severe weather. It would be a museum, in fact. The design is going viral. You knew that was going to happen. The Tulsa Tower, it would be about 20 to 30 stories tall if it's built. Here is a selfie. Check this out. It is out of this world, won't you say? NASA astronaut Barry Wilmore, the commander of the International Space Station's current expedition, took this incredible shot of himself during a spacewalk over the weekend. Fellow spacewalking NASA astronaut Terry Virts is also in it, reflected in Wilmore's visor. Wilmore went out on a spacewalk last Saturday to install new wiring. Still ahead, a live update from Fort Pierce on the just announced plan from the U.S. Coast Guard to remove a sunken barge from the Fort Pierce inlet. Also, forget protein shakes, forget those power bars. Bodybuilders are doing something very legal and, let's just say, very extreme to bulk up. Lisa, you want to take any guesses?
I have no idea. You never know what it is. All right, so we've got a cold front moving through. It's going to bring us rain this afternoon. I'm going to time out that rainfall for you, let you know when you can expect it and what it means for your weekend forecast in a few minutes.
It's 5 o'clock. You need to know what's happening right now.
Keeping a close eye on the radar today.
This house behind me arrested.
The only local chopper getting you breaking news first. Steve Weagle, tracking and alerting you before the storm moves in. Local news everywhere.
Businesses evacuated and part of Blue Heron Boulevard shut down.
Leaders in Boynton Beach.
Live with the call for help.
He's extremely shaken up over the events of what happened.
WPTV News Channel 5 at 5. Now that's coverage you can count on.
Calling all boaters and fishermen, don't miss the annual Palm Beach Marine Flea Market and Boat Sale coming to the South Florida Fairgrounds this Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 5. Visit flnauticalfleamarket.com or call 954-205-7813.
You want to attend college so you can pursue your goals, but you may not be able to afford it. At ITT Tech, we're doing something to put a degree financially within your reach. The new ITT Tech Opportunity Scholarship is now available to eligible students who qualify. Since 1969, ITT Technical Institutes have helped students develop skills and knowledge to help them pursue careers in promising fields. And now we're helping eligible and qualified students with financial assistance. Our schools of study include information technology, electronics technology, drafting and design, business, and criminal justice. We believe education is a sound investment. At ITT Technical Institute, we're working to help reduce the cost to eligible students who qualify. Make a choice that can make a difference. To find out more about the ITT Tech Opportunity Scholarship, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web. ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
Hey, Ben.
Hey!
Another chantilly cake, huh?
I can totally explain.
Okay.
It's for a celebration.
Really?
Yeah, I cut you a piece and everything. Chantilly cream and fresh berries.
Oh, so this is for me now.
Yeah, we gotta celebrate that big event that happened this week.
Which was?
I don't know. Finishing the first cake. Yay!
Handcrafted in store every day with light and fluffy chantilly cream and mixed berries. Publix Bakery Chantilly Cake is the perfect excuse to celebrate more. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Calling all boaters and fishermen, don't miss the annual Palm Beach Marine Flea Market and Boat Sale coming to the South Florida Fairgrounds this Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 5. Visit flnauticalfleamarket.com or call 954-205-7813.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
Within the last half hour, the Coast Guard gave us an update on the progress to remove that sunken barge that has shut down the Fort Pierce Inlet. It's believed that the barge is broken into two pieces. Charter boat captains anxiously wanting to know when they're going to be able to resume their business and the inlet will reopen. News Channel 5's Katie Johnson, she is live from the inlet with what Coast Guard leaders are advising in the meantime. Katie.
Well, the Coast Guard just wrapped up a press conference here at the Fort Pierce Inlet telling us that this inlet will be shut down for an indefinite amount of time as the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers comes in here to try to remove this barge. I'm told it's 100 feet long, and it's actually reduced the depth of the water, where here it's about 40 feet deep, to about 10 to 15 feet deep because of how tall this debris is. And this barge is creating a debris field, creating a more dangerous situation, which is why this safety zone is in effect, so that boats cannot come through and risk hitting this barge, which is underneath the water. Now, according to the Coast Guard, this is going to be a 3-phase process to remove the barge from out of the water. They need to assess the debris field, which they use sonar imaging to figure that out. They'll then clear the debris and remove the wreckage. Now, there's no timetable yet when this will all be completed. The commissioner with the St. Lucie County Board of Commissioners telling us that every day this inlet is shut down, it's costing charter boat captains $30,000 a day in business. So obviously local businesses here trying to rush this, but there's no telling yet when the inlet will open up. We're going to try to speak to the Corps of Engineers and find out what's the latest with that. And as soon as we know, we'll be sure to bring it to you. We're live in Fort Pierce. Katie Johnson, WPTV News Channel 5.
Let's get to a consumer alert. These days, people share so much on Facebook, what they're doing, where they're going, and sometimes even how they're feeling. And now Facebook is rolling out a new feature designed to put suicide prevention tools at your fingertips. It was designed with the help from a University of Washington student. Stephen Miller lost a friend to suicide 5 years ago. The same day, he read a Facebook post where his friend was crying out for help.
I didn't do anything, and I thought to myself, I'm going to call him tomorrow because, you know, this feels a little off.
Miller, using his experience, worked with a team of students to create this feature. Users have the option to report a potentially suicidal post and then get a long list of resources about how to support that friend in need. A mother's voice may boost her baby's brain while still in the womb. A new study of premature infants found that the auditory cortex in the brain, it grew faster when they heard recordings of their mother's voice and heartbeat rather than normal hospital sounds. Researchers say this does not mean, though, that the babies will have better brains or avoid developmental disabilities. It also is not clear if a mother's voice is the only important one or if any voice has the same effect. All right, so you may have heard of some weightlifters juicing to get their muscles bigger. Now the latest fad is milking. Bodybuilders and other athletes are using breast milk to gain strength, but health experts warn this can be very, very dangerous. Rachel Murcia has more.
People pumping iron are turning to people doing this kind of pumping. Mothers producing breast milk.
This seems kind of crazy to me. I know when I heard it, my jaw kind of dropped and was like, what is going on there?
Max Saavedra is the head coach at CrossFit Baco. He just recently heard of this latest fad. Bodybuilders and other athletes wanting breast milk in hopes of enhancing their physique.
Being in the fitness industry, you hear a lot of different trends. There's one every time spring break rolls around, there's something else new out there to try.
The reasons that they're saying they use it is that it's the perfect combination of fats, proteins, and sugars. And it's true, it is the perfect combination for a baby.
Tim Terrio, owner of Terrio Therapy Fitness, says there is absolutely no proven research showing breast milk benefits adults. But people on bodybuilding forums swear by it, saying things like, breast milk has high levels of growth factors, and just trying to make gains over here.
It's all anecdotal, people saying they feel better, saying they feel more energy. There's no research that it works.
It just kind of spread like wildfire.
People can get breast milk online on websites like Only the Breast. And there's a section for men looking for breast milk, many stating it's for health reasons, and many looking are willing to pay big.
Even up to like $20 an ounce. The scary side is that it's a body fluid, so it can carry with it disease. So any disease the mother has, hepatitis, HIV, AIDS, any of those systemic diseases will be in the milk. And also, any drugs they take will be in the milk. So it's really just a gigantic game of Russian roulette.
While there are several certified milk banks that take and test these donated milk products, there's currently no government agency that regulates human milk sales.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, it is warm, it is muggy outside and very windy. So it is warm, it's humid, but at least we've got the winds to kind of help cool you down, although those winds are kind of warm out there. We do have showers and a couple thunderstorms possible in the forecast, so I'll time that out for you here in just a little bit. And we've been seeing cloud cover all day today. Here's our Live 5 camera. This is Singer Island and the intracoastal here. So it's mostly cloudy in most spots this afternoon, but despite that cloud cover, it is still very warm, especially in South County. Check this out, 83 in Boca, and that temperature is probably going to go up another couple degrees over the course of the afternoon. 80 degrees in West Palm, but compare that with 66 in Okeechobee and 70 in Vero. So much cooler along the Treasure Coast, and that is courtesy of the cold front that is moving through Central Florida right now. So here's the wide view. This is the deal right now. That cold front stretched from Fort Myers all the way up through Melbourne. It's really slowed down its progression throughout the afternoon, but it is still bringing some rainfall throughout Okeechobee County and through the Treasure Coast. So let me give you a little bit closer view of where that rain's coming out. We just had one little quick shower move through Fort Pierce, where the temperature right now is 69 degrees. So that is much cooler than what we're seeing in South County, again, courtesy of that cold front. Also some rainfall moving through Okeechobee right now, and this rain will be possible throughout the afternoon. So just grab the umbrella before you head out. Here's 3 o'clock, still rain possible in Okeechobee and through Fort Pierce. And this thing is really slowing down. So you see this is 6 o'clock. This is maybe your drive home or you're heading out to dinner. You'll still need the umbrella, especially in Jupiter. If you're going to the Honda Classic, certainly rainfall possible there throughout the afternoon and evening. It's not going to ruin your plans or anything. You'll just need to bring the rain gear with you as you head out. Overnight tonight, not nearly as warm as it was last night. We'll be in the 60s to 50s inland. The winds will switch and they will become northerly. So tomorrow morning is going to feel quite nice outside because the humidity will not be nearly what it is today. So 80s today. Wow, it is really muggy. Tomorrow, though, our highs will be only in the upper 70s. That's still warm, of course. We're still going to keep the rain chances in the forecast for the entire weekend, but not a washout.
You've heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Does it count, though, if it's stuffed in a turnover? Either way, this next dessert is too delicious to turn down. Let's take a look.
Every week, I share some kind of dessert that's so easy, you can throw it together without any stress. Because the last thing you need is more of that. And in my book, dessert is a stress reliever. Did you know that stressed, spelled backwards, is desserts? So to help you get rid of stress in your life, how about whipping up a batch of our Amish-style apple turnovers? Watch how easy. After peeling, coring, and chunking up a few apples, we saute them in a bit of butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cornstarch. The scent of cinnamon always makes me feel relaxed. Once the apples are tender, we'll set them aside to cool while we unfold a sheet of thawed puff pastry and cut it into squares. Using frozen dough is such a time saver. Now a little of the apple filling goes onto the center of each square. To seal them, we brush the edges with an egg wash, fold the dough over the filling, creating a triangle, and press the edges together with a fork. Then we brush the tops with the remaining egg wash and sprinkle on some sugar before baking them off. And when these come out of the oven all hot and flaky, you can serve them as is, or even better yet, with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and some caramel sauce. Consider these our prescription for putting a smile on your face. I hope you'll go online to get our recipe for fresh apple turnovers so you can feel the stress of life melt away. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where every day we're looking for an easier and a less stressful way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Well, add that to your next dessert menu. If you're interested, find that recipe, get all the ingredients you need once again by going to our website, WPTV.com/Mr. Food. We'll be right back.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Do you have loose or missing teeth? Do you cover your mouth when you laugh? Appearance Implants of Jupiter can give you the smile you've always wanted. Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. We have helped thousands of people like you feel confident and secure. And with fees this low, you'll have lots to smile about. Why wait any longer to have the smile you've always wanted? Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. Appearance Implants of Jupiter. Quality dentistry at affordable prices.
True Treasure's biggest sale.
What? True Treasure's biggest sale.
Ralph, Polly, why are you squawking?
True Treasure's big sale of the year. That means you get our amazing finds at the lowest prices.
Enormous discounts on art, fine furniture, consignments, and accessories at both True Treasure's locations. How could you not know about True Treasure's biggest sale of the year, Molly?
Oh, I knew. I was just hoping you wouldn't tell everyone else. You will have fun shopping at True Treasures.
Did you know uterine fibroids in women are not just painful, but they can also cause heavy bleeding, a medical condition that can lead to pain, fatigue, and even anemia? Local doctors are participating in the Venus study. This research study is measuring the safety and effectiveness of an investigational medication for heavy bleeding due to uterine fibroids. Visit venusresearchstudy.com to learn more and to see if you qualify. That's venusresearchstudy.com.
Memory loss, confusion, or difficulty completing familiar tasks? Palm Beach Neurological Center is conducting a clinical trial of an investigational drug that may help slow the progression of mild to moderate Alzheimer's disease. Participants must be 55 to 85 years old and had a mental or functional decline for at least a year. Qualified participants will receive study-related drugs and care plus compensation for time and travel. For information, call 282-5546. That's 282-5546.
Managing depression. It's about getting you back to you and all the things that matter to you. Whether or not you're taking an antidepressant, feelings such as depressed mood and lack of energy can still get in the way, and that's just not you. We're conducting a clinical research study evaluating an investigational drug designed to work with antidepressants to see if it can help address unresolved symptoms of depression. So give us a call and see if you may be eligible to participate.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my plumbing.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Let's get one last check of your forecast. Fort Pierce catching a little bit of a shower there.
Yeah, it's pretty quick to move, and it's going to move southward, so just keep the umbrella handy throughout the afternoon because rain will move into Palm Beach County later on. But wow, it is warm and muggy. Our highs are in the 80s this afternoon. Much less humid tomorrow morning, so it's going to feel great.
Okay.
We still have the rain chances in the weekend, though, so it's not a perfect weekend, but still, look at those temperatures. Can't complain.
Not at all. Normally this time of year, we're in the, mid to upper 50s, so.
Yeah, for morning time temperatures, and this morning, remember, we were in the 70s.
Woo, looks good to me. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to catch Kelly and Michael back here for News Channel 5 at 5.
Barbara Katz. A new look, a new attitude, a new you. Fearless, energetic, sophisticated, spontaneous. Barbara Katz. Glades Plaza, Boca Raton.
Make tomorrow awesome with Xfinity TV from Comcast. Right now, you can get Xfinity TV for just $19.99 a month for 12 months, with Xfinity On Demand included. Call 1-800-800-2079 today. Xfinity On Demand delivers thousands of hit shows, top movies, and more at no additional cost. So you can catch up on the latest episodes of TV's hottest shows anytime, anywhere. Switch to Xfinity TV for just $19.99 a month for 12 months with Xfinity On Demand included. Plus, ask how you can add HBO, Showtime, or Stars and enjoy award-winning TV shows and movies at home and on the go. There's no term contract and no early termination fee. Plus, it's all backed by our 30-day money-back Comcast customer guarantee, so it's risk-free. Tomorrow could be awesome if you call today. Call 1-800-800-2079. That's 1-800-800-2079. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
If you're having concerns with your teeth and have stayed away from the dentist, let me tell you, dentistry has changed for the better. At the Ferber Dental Group, we specialize in providing hope and comfort to every mouth. We can get you pain-free and eating the foods you love. We take care of the most advanced dental needs, and with our affordable fees and payment plans, we'll have you smiling again.
Mention NBC for a special offer.
The Slap is TV's most controversial show. Critics say it's a sensational cast, unlike anything else on TV, and it just keeps getting better. Crap. And then, there's a reason why they call this blacklister the Deer Hunter. But that won't be what shocks them. And see why Blacklist fans are discovering allegiance.
It's time to tell you everything.
The all-new NBC Thursday starts with The Slap, followed by The Blacklist and Allegiance. Tonight on NBC.
Hit the high seas for the perfect Broadway getaway. The Tony Award-winning Anything Goes. Featuring a songbook of Cole Porter's biggest hits and memorable melodies you know and love.
At the Kravis Center, March 10th through the 15th. For tickets, visit kravis.org.
For many people considering bankruptcy, understanding their options may not always be easy. Federal law allows you to file for bankruptcy under Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Both may get rid of unsecured debts and stop foreclosures, repossessions, and garnishments. But there are significant differences between the two. I'm Larry Levine. If you're considering bankruptcy, be well informed about how you may eliminate much of your debt while protecting your home, car, and other property. Call us for a consultation.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
Pull off the best looks from the red carpet. Hair and makeup that deserves an award.
Today at 3 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Barbara Katz for a night on the town or a girls' night out.